Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either or any of these blokes. This is SXE, Sexy, I guess you'd call him, from Sloth Clan. Sexy, running around in the Panther, the Tier 7 German medium tank. Now this is going to be an extravaganza, possibly the first Tier 7 extravaganza we've ever done at GetOnBoard Studios. Sexy, SXE 88894X. Sexy for short, from Sloth Clan in the Panther. The Panther is the one that leads to the E50M, I think, from memory. It's been a while since I've been down this part of the tech tree. But anyway, he is looking around. Look at that. He's got marks of excellence. He's at 1 or 2 marks of excellence on the gun barrel. Looks like 2. And if he keeps playing it like this, he'll have 3 in no time. Ron Live Oaks is going down to where all the action tends to happen, down here in the southeast. And hopefully trying to get safe from artillery. Now there's going to be 4 different Tier 7 replays in today's video, and of course this was going to be the first one. This one does go for a little while. I'll give you the heads up here, but the other 3 are pretty fast and furious replays. Sexy from Sloth Clan in the Panther. The Panther, he's got chocolate running. He's got a 75mm gun, 135 damage, 198 penetration, 244 with APCR rounds, as the A43 at Tier 6 gets taken out of the game, as well as the Leopard on the enemy team. 1-all's the score. He hasn't broken the seal yet, but he looks around towards that enemy T. What's the hell is that? T34 85M. This is his first couple of shots, but now he's getting the hang of it, looking towards that that M4. And of course, even though it's a medium tank, the Panther, you can see he can certainly bounce shots reasonably comfortably in this German medium tank, especially from those Tier 5s and 6s that might be shooting his way. Thunderbolt gets taken down to a 1-shot. Looks like the J Panther goes for the ram kill. Baby black hole. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but anyway, Sexy from Sloth moving forward along the east coast of Live Oaks. It's not looking like a slow game. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. He bounces the back of the T34 85M. That's a premium Russian medium tank that was given out last year through a marathon mission. A couple of Vardis get taken out of the game, which is always a pretty good feeling. But even though the score's 6 each, well, some of those now it's 7-6. Now they're first. Now it's 8-6. It's turning into. Are you sure, Stewie? This is going to be the one that goes for a little while. Tanks dropping off left, right, and centre. There's 3 Tier 7 tanks left on Sexy's team, and of course there was 3 to begin with: the WZ-131 Chinese light tank, the J Panther German tank destroyer, and of course Sexy in his Panther. And it's a pretty sexy looking tank here. He does get spotted looking towards the Hellcat. This should be a nice juicy target if he can make it land, and of course you can see the great rate of fire. Might not have a massive high alpha damage gun, but he's just chipping away at that Hellcat. And just as the Hellcat gets a shot off, he's already gotten, 4 shots into the Tier 6 American tank destroyer. 9-10 though, his team are doing their best to lose this one. It looks like the 5916's up here looking for artillery. Of course the artillery aren't there, they're already been killed, so I'm not really sure what he's thinking about doing there, as Sexy reloads his APCR. You can see he's got chocolate loaded as a premium consumable. That's going to help his rate of fire, his aim time, and all that kind of stuff. Puts another blind shot towards the AT2 where that was last seen. Continues shooting towards the French light tank. That's one of the Tier 7s. The enemy team still got 3 Tier 7s as well. The AMX 1357. That's the really fast firing autoloader. The J Panther is in a bit of trouble there. Gets taken out by the AMX 1357. You can see that 5916 got taken out as well. This is turning into it's going to be all down to Sexy from Sloth Clan in the Panther. He's up to 1608 damage already. Got APCR rounds loaded. Probably he could probably use it against the A44, I guess, which is still currently. It looks like the A44 is going the full YOLO towards the Panther, and the A44, like the Panther, will be able to bounce a few shots, and that's why he's got APCR loaded. Now, you clearly can see the A44 was going for the ram kill against Sexy from Sloth Clan in the Panther. Cops a shot from the AT2. That was a high explosive round. Not sure why the AT2's firing HE. Probably not too confident penetrating the medium German Tier 7 tank. 547 hit points left up his sleeve. 2,177 damage done. He's blocked 415. He's having a pretty good game, that's for sure. 4 kills. Not many people, not many other people. In fact, only 4 other people on his team have any kills. Look, I don't want to call myself Nostradamus just yet, but I reckon there'll be a few passengers in this game. He's lucky enough to have gotten rid of the A44, so that's 1 tier 7 down. There's the AT2. He'll know that he's spotted, so he's starting to wiggle. Wait for his gun to aim. Puts a bullet in. That's kill number 5 for Sexy from Sloth Clan in the Panther. But there's still 4 more to go. With a score at 11-13, that Hummel down the bottom. Not sure what the Hummels, I suppose, there's probably nowhere else for that Hummel to go, because the IKV-90B was last seen near Sexy's base as he puts a shot into the KV-1. That's 2 shots into the KV-1, 3 shots, and you can see the great rate of fire with this gun. Artillery has hit the KV-1 as well. Artillery clearly looking at what's happening, paying attention to who Sexy's shooting at. Sexy, with that kills, picked up himself a top gun. 12-13 the score. 2 enemy tanks left. It's the M4 and the IKV-90, as well as the MX-1357, who just got blown away by that Hummel down there in the south. They bet your bottom dollar that IKV-90, he's come all the way around the south. He'll be looking for artillery. Of course, artillery is always an easy kill. But there's the M4 he wants to get rid of first. He's sticking with standard rounds now. Shouldn't need premium against the M4. That's the American medium tank. Shouldn't take too many shots. 1 shot goes into it. 2 more shots should be enough. He cops 146 from that medium tank, but look, he's down to 33 hit points. One more bullet should be enough. He's down to 38, and of course the problem that Sexy's got is that M4 is lighting him for that IKV-90B at tier 7. With that's got a decent gun too, and he's having a pretty good game as well. He's on 4 kills as Sexy from Sloth Clan moves around and just decides, I'm going to reassess his situation, get myself into a better position, because that IKV from up here on the railway line would have had some pretty good snipey shots into him in this open fields. Now he's still got 401 hit points up his sleeve. What's the gun do on the IKV-90B? I have got this on double time, because this is just a bit where he's repositioning. Haven't seen the IKV-90B for a while. He's kicking back up here. Not a bad ploy to kick back here in the bushes. He can use his vision. I'd tip it the Panther would have a vision advantage over the Swedish tank destroyer. Hopefully that's not making anybody's eyes bleed by making it go quick. 2 marks of excellence, you can see them right there, and he's also looking towards where he thinks that IKV might be. No idea what kind of health the Swedish TD's on. But Sexy, he's got 401 hit points up his sleeve. I know they don't do 401. I know they don't have 401 alpha damage, that's sure. And Rainbow Puking Gnome in the SU-100, who's hung around to watch the end of this battle, lets him know. Send the replay to stewiejp. Thank you very much. What's his name? Rainbow Puking Gnome in the SU-100. Thanks for the free plug in the game, mate. I really do appreciate it. Now, it's a case of hurry up and wait now. There's 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Which way's the IKV gone? Is he gone back up here to use these mounds up here? Or is he heading towards the cap? This is certainly a case of hurry up and wait. And Rainbow Puking Gnome, he's called it. He's saying it's going to be a draw. And I think Sexy from Sloth Clan has said, well, we don't want this to be a draw. We want to find this little cheeky little tank destroyer. Now, look, there's a good chance the IKV-90B has camoed himself up into a bush. And maybe even with binoculars and vents and all that kind of stuff, he might be able to see SXE coming. But what am I trying to say? The armour on the medium tank will certainly might not let him down. He might be able to bounce a couple of shots, and then with his good damage per minute in the medium tank, he should be able to do it. Now, massive thanks to everyone who's been tuning in on Twitch and watching me live stream. And well, the last few days, I don't want to put the moz on myself. The last few days, I certainly have had some good results, making some extra credits with all these boosters that I've been running and stuff like that. And massive thanks to everyone who's been watching me on Twitch, following, subscribing, all that kind of jazz. Something just flew past my window. 14 all the score. He finds it now. That IKV is on 641 hit points. Now he's on. So he does have the advantage to. The hit point advantage is going for HE. Gets him for 181 hit points. Now would that have been more? No, he's going HE first. Maybe to try and do some module damage and make it harder for the IKV-90B to spot him. Maybe because. Sexy has not been spotted here as he's doing this. Puts another 120 hit points into the TD. And switching back to normal now. Normal rounds now. Cakes him down. One more shot will be enough if he can get it. This is for a Radley. Didn't see it. Still got all of his 401 hit points up his sleeve. Go, 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 says Mr. Money Monster in the chat. And that's exactly right. He's got a minute to get him. He's just going to charge all the way to where tank destroyers and artilleries often sit on this map in the north spawn. And there he is. He's going to just fire clutch. That's what I'd be doing. Doesn't land it. Critical hits him again with 44 seconds left on the clock. Hopefully, yeah, don't stop. That's exactly right, Mr. Money Monster. Don't stop, because that IKV-90B will be trying to use those buildings and try and turn what should be a loss for him into a draw, maybe. There he goes. Happy days for Sexy from Sloth Clan. Nice game indeed. And a massive thanks to that guy who said, send the replay to stewiejp at GetOnBoard Studios. That's absolutely fantastic. It is a ripper from Sexy from Sloth Clan. You can see there. It's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge. It's also the Hand of God. Bruiser Medal, Duelist, 5 for effect. Radley Walters for getting those 8 kills. High caliber and, of course, the Top Gun. He carried the shit out of that one. 4,115 hit points of damage. 8 kills, 1,533 base experience. Nobody else. The second highest amount of damage was 850. So he did about 5 times what the bloke in second place did. That's certainly a pretty good result. 50 shots fired, 36 hit, 33 did damage. A little bit was sniped. Only got 87 detected damage. But we'll take that. An Ace Tanker, Radley Walters, 20,000 credits after tax. That's with a premium account in the mighty Tier 7 German medium tank, the Panther. That's the one that leads all the way to the E50M. I reckon it does anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am though. Anyway, let's move on to our second game in this Extravaganza featuring some Tier 7 tanks. This is my old mate panzerquack from Calm Clan. Panzerquack in the T34-100. Now the T34-100 is the Czech Tier 7 medium tank. Looks very, very Russian to me. That's right. It looks a hell of a. It looks very Russian. Now Panzerquack's also got 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel. If you can see it there, looks like pigeon droppings, but I assure you that is not pigeon droppings. It is marks of excellence. Now the T34-100 is a tank that I had some very, very good luck with. I shouldn't have, because what happened? For some reason, I didn't have very good crew in it, but I ended up with a very good win rate in this thing. And contrary to popular opinion was that it was a piece of garbage. I actually quite enjoyed it, even though I played most of the grind from the T34-100 to the Tier 8 without crew skills such as 6 sets. Loads heat first for the AC4 experimental. Not sure why I switched to heat, because it's only a Tier 6 medium tank, but of course it looks like being heat being heat, it looks like it hit a fence or something and the first shot didn't go through. But the second shot got the Aussie British medium tank, who's T92 doing a great job spotting there, but panzerquack just kicking back, looking for opportunities to get a couple of snipey shots into the AC4 experimental. Of course, that's the Australian tank that went on sale a while ago on the Asian server, part of the British tech tree, and a tank that I reckon is pretty good. Slow start so far, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what he does. He's just warming up now. 1-3 the score. They're down by 2. He's already called his teammates puppets. Early days, panzerquack. You're only down by 2 tanks. It's not over yet. You can see on the mini-map, you can see all the tanks are. Lots of tanks in the middle on panzerquack's team. Only one over here in the east. That tells me this guy's going to be dead pretty quickly because the enemy team have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks down there in that roundabout down in the southeast corner. Tells me he's going to be dead pretty soon. A lot of map picking going on now. panzerquack clearly looking at the mini-map, working out where he can exploit some kind of advantage and try to carry this game. The score's 1-4. And it looks like he's doing this is... Wow, they drop it like flies. I'm amazed that M4A3 Easy 8 in the southeast is still alive because he's pretty much surrounded. The Tiger 2 might be shooting his way, I'm not really sure. But here we go, panzerquack's decided. Now's the time to start trying to carry this one. Gets a shot into the KV-85. They're down 1-7. The KV-85 waits too long to turn around and start shooting. And gets sent back to the garage. That M4A3 Easy 8 calling all the heavy tanks idiots. Well, some of them are dead. Still got the top tier tanks though, which is encouraging. The T34 shoots panzerquack for 152 hit points. Loses his radio man. He clearly wants to get a kill on that J Panther. The first shot hits the rubble. Just saw something fall down. You're going to have to get rid of the IS before you start focusing on that on the J Panther. Gets his second kill. Gets rid of the IS. That's a tier 7 Russian heavy tank. Looking towards the JP as well. Picks up kill number 3. 3 kills with 3 shots. That's exactly what I would have done. Well done, old son. 3 kills, 880 damage. Wants to get rid of the T34-85. The IKV-90B pops in and does it. Cops a derp shell from the KV-2 for 480 hit points, but sends the KV-2 back to the garage with one quick Czechoslovakian shell. And another one. This will be it. Straight into the back of the IS. 5 kills. He's getting kills like there's no tomorrow. But of course, with the score on 7-10, he's going to have to keep doing that because there's lots and lots and lots of enemy tanks still in this game. Looking there. There you go. That should work. Bounces the back of a tier 6 American medium tank. Doesn't matter. I'll shoot the T69 instead. Now he wants to get rid of that T69, the 4-shot American tier 8 auto loader. Gee whiz. The enemy T92 flipped their tank. That's a good one to get rid of. Good to get rid of a top tier tank pretty much for free. panzerquack showing great patience, copping HE rounds from the A43. Now that A43 would have killed him if he had have used normal rounds. So focus on the AMX 1375. Autoloaders can be scary. That AC4 experimental is right behind him though. Kills the A43 at tier 7. Clearly looking towards the little light tank. And that's his last standard round left. And he's turned this one around by himself. 12 all the score now. 7 kills, 2,500 damage. There's a T69. 1 bullet into the side of the head. He's only got premium rounds left now. There's only 2 enemy tanks left. How the hell they've turned this one around, I will never know. But there's the Radley Walters. 8 kills for panzerquack from Calm Clan. 2,774 damage. Just 1 enemy tank left. And that's that M4A3E2. That's the American medium tank who's just picked up 2 pretty quick kills, getting rid of the Tiger and the T92. So it's 1 versus 1. No, it's not. panzerquack says, hold my beer, I've got this. 9 kills. That is exactly how it's done. As we have a very quick look at the result, it is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for my old mate panzerquack from Calm Clan. It's also the Hand of God medal for surviving and winning the battle having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks, Bruiser for some module and crew damage, Jeweler's 5 for effect, Radley Walters medal, which is absolutely fantastic, and of course the Top Gun. Let's have a look at page 2. 3,192 damage, 9 kills, 1488 base experience. Not definitely a massive carry, but at least in this game, 3 other tanks broke the magical 1,000 damage mark, unlike old Sexy from Sloth Clan. Let's have a look. 21 shots fired, 18 hit, 17 did damage, 3,192 hit points of damage. 9 kills. It cost him credits though. With a standard account, would have made a little bit with a premium account, but unfortunately that's what happens sometimes when you're throwing around premium ammunition. I would have done exactly the same because it was one of those games where well, you ran out of standard rounds, so of course he's got to throw around some premium ammunition. As we move on to game number 3 in this Tier 7 Extravaganza, this is Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. Now, massive thanks to Ace of Spades for sending me this replay. He did send me a number of replays featuring the T28 HTC heavy tank concept, as that chaffy does a little bit of a jump. It just time constraints, and there's only so many hours in the day. I can only record so many videos, but thank you very, very much, Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan, for sending me those replays featuring the T28 HTC. Now, of course, it's the second lot of reward vehicles. And I think I've featured the Ace of Spades in this tank once or twice before. It's a pretty groovy looking. It's a tank that I don't mind at all, and that's why put a big shot like that, 348 hit points into the side of the Matilda. Now he'll be hoping somebody's going to help him here, because this Panzer 4H is just going to troll him, but it doesn't matter. Auto aim, one shot, bang, dead. There goes the Panzer 4H at tier 5. Clearly he got a little bit too excited, that tier 5 German medium tank. That 67 hit points of damage that he did to Ace of Spades in the T28 HTC cost him his life. This is what the heavy tank concept can do. He shoots and tracks the M6. If you angle pretty well, if you're lucky enough to be top tier, like Ace of Spades is, sometimes you can bounce whatever comes your way. The M6 is no dummy. The M6 at tier 6, it's a heavy tank, sure, but it's a heavy tank that was often used in tier 6 clan wars, from what I can gather, if people didn't have premiums and they wanted to run around in. Not a bad tank at all, but had no luck penetrating the front of the T28 HTC. That's Ace of Spades' second kill in this game. 4 alls to score. 2 of his friendly teammates have just gone back to the garage. He turns around and now he's going to be looking at this Tiger. He does get tracked, fixes his tracks, shoots him. He does get him there for 324. It didn't change colour, which was interesting, but for all the score, he's just poking around this corner. There's a Tiger 1 there and a Churchill 7, but neither of them the fastest tanks in the world, and he just wants to make sure those 2 heavy tanks stay in front of him. You can get that gun singing, and that looks like a gap in the windows there. I haven't seen that one before. Bounces the Tiger quite easily. Decides to go for the Tiger first, because that will be a kill. 7-4 the score. He's got APCR rounds loaded, 105mm gun, 320 damage, 224. That's premium rounds, 184 pen with standard. For those interested. Now, if you're doing these personal missions, I highly recommend you get this tank, because Ace of Spades give you a great demonstration of how strong it can be when it's top tier. When it's not top tier, of course, it's not as it's not as easy when it's top tier, like any tank. You just have to be a little bit more careful. 10-5's the score, 4 kills to Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan, nearly 3,000 damage. He's going to be hoping for another kill there, clearly looking towards that E25. That E25, gee, is he been camping there all game with that Type 58 that was last spotted on the red circle? Ace of Spades now demonstrating probably the one downside of this tank. It is slow. Not as slow like the Doom Turtle, but in that region, the Type 58's not AFK. He just started moving. I'm not sure how long he's been sitting back there for, but don't even worry about aiming. Puts a shot into the side of the Tier 6 Chinese medium tank. Looking for kill number 5. He's moving around. He gets taken out by the M6. And of course, the E25 hasn't got a bad gun at all. But no idea where that shot. He auto aims and misses. And then, of course, someone cuts him off, so he can't get another kill. 4-5's the score. The Spick's down there. He gets taken apart. 15-5. A comfortable win for the Ace of Spades. 4 kills, over 3,000 damage done in a pretty quick replay on Kharkov. Let's have a quick look at the result before we move on to our 4th and final replay. It's an ace tanker, bruiser, duelist, fighter, fire for effect and shell proof, cool headed, steel wall, high caliber. And it's one of those tank destroyers similar to the T95, the T28s, those strong turret, strong front of one of those American tank destroyers, the T28 concept, heavy tank concept, 3,234 damage, 4 kills, 1134 base experience. That's a pretty Normally it's over 1200 for an ace, but maybe not in the T28. 13 shots fired, 12 hit, 11 did damage. Blocked nearly 2,000 hit points. That's not bad for a TD. In a 4-minute game, you made plenty of coin there too. 27,500 credits in the T28 heavy tank concept. That's the second personal reward, I should say, missions for the campaign. And I reckon at some stage soon, there's going to be another set of personal missions. Keep watching. That's not a scoop. That's just my opinion as we move on to the fourth and final replay featuring some Tier 7s. And this is Tier 7 Extravaganza. This is Criticus from 1AR Clan. 1AR Clan in a tank that I often confuse for a different tank. It's the IS2. And this is a Chinese Tier 7 heavy tank. Now, of course, there's also a Russian premium Tier 7, which is part of the Berlin pack. Well, this is not it. This is a Chinese version, and look, they're pretty similar, I guess. It's got a 122mm gun, 390 alpha damage, 175 penetration for standard rounds, 250 with heat. And he's on Siegfried line, and he's not stuffing around. He's gonna get straight into the middle and find some more heavy tanks to shoot at. Don't even worry about aiming. Never mind. That's okay. It'll be reloaded soon enough. 0 all the score. This is a Tier 7 game. Just 3 Tier 7s in each team. And in a tank like the IS2, this is the kind of stuff you can just go bang. 426 into the back of the head of the Easy 8. He won't know what hit him. We probably will. The game will tell him what hit him. But he'll be thinking, gee whiz, better be careful. If he does another one of them, I will be dead and gone for all money. Criticus from 1AR in the IS2, looking at the top of the Tiger. The Tiger, I clearly saw what happened to that American medium tank. He's backing out the way, saying I don't want that big 122mm gun to be shooting me. Thank you very much. Criticus aiming towards that Easy 8. He's not going to do it, is he? He's not going to poke that corner. They're down by 2 tanks. Players in the game they're expressing their concern via the chat channels early on. 0-3 now. There's that Easy 8. That'll do. Well done, Criticus. Good kill. Picks up the first kill in his team. And now he's peeking through this little gap here in the middle of Siegfried Light in the city kind of part, looking for chances to keep this Chinese gun seeing. Now, of course, I'll probably refer to it as a Russian tank a few times in this replay, because that's often what happens. But look, it's very similar to the IS and of course the Berlin IS2. That's the one with the big cross on top of its turret. 1-4. It's a case of hurry up and wait now on Siegfried Line, the big Chinese heavy tank. He's got plenty of cover here. No artillery to worry about, which he's probably quite happy about. When you're top tier in a heavy tank, artillery often do focus on you. Puts a shell into the VK30-01H. Now he'll be confident of bouncing that shot. Now that sounded like HE or heat. Nothing really coming up in the notifications down the bottom. But Criticus picks up his second kill. He's still the only person on his team to get any kills. He gets rid of a Tier 5, what's that, light tank, the VK30-01H. Looking towards a KV2. He doesn't really want to get derped. Bounces the KV2 AP round for 700 hit points. Puts a shell into the Tier 6 Russian derp tank. Looking at the T34, who's clearly tunnel visioning elsewhere. Picks up kill number 3. He's still the only player who's got any kills in this game. Looking towards where the KV2 was last poking around that corner. You can't see him. KV2 clearly has backed off a little bit. 3-5, they're down by 2 tanks. Look, they'd be down by 5 if Criticus didn't have those 3 kills. Hopefully somebody else picks up a kill. That's what Criticus will be hoping for right now. There's the KV2 again. Puts a shot into the side of the Tier 6 Russian heavy tank. Takes him down to a 1 shot. Someone else, Red Hot Robbo in the Hellcop, picks up the kill on the T67. The Churchill kills the IKV-103. And now they're only down by 1 tank. Of course, Red Hot Robbo is in 2AR. Maybe they were doing countings. Or maybe they were just kicking back talking crap in 1AR's team speak. 6 all to score. The Churchill gets rid of the KV2 before the KV2 can derp him. Criticus saying, hold my beer, I've got this, I'll go forward, my old mate. You've got no health whatsoever. Picks up the kill on Faster Pasta. You want to remember that restaurant, Faster Pasta, from the 90s, I reckon it would have been. Gets rid of the SU-100, looking towards, there's an IS there as well as the VK-01H. The VK's looking Criticus's way. Criticus thinks, I'll just confirm this top gun before I start dealing with this enemy top tier heavy. 11-7 to score, 2,907 damage done. The enemy IS shoots, and I'm not sure what he was shooting at, but he certainly didn't hit Criticus. And 11-7, he's only got 2 standard rounds left. He's keeping that enemy IS distracted whilst that other tank in the background, the AMX, can start shooting and chipping away. Shoots him again, chips him down to a one shot. The AMX picks up the kill, 12-8 to score. And remember about 2 or 3 minutes ago, they were down by 4 tanks. Now this replay is jumping a little bit. Not sure if it was his connection or what. A little red light is flickering. Maybe it's a little bit of lag at the end. Who knows? 12-8 though. Top gun, 6 kills, 3,667 hit points of damage. Not too bad at all for Criticus from 1AR clan. In the IS2, still on full health too. He's blocked 1,000 hit points. Going for these tanks that are hiding out here. There's the... Gee, that would have been funny if that had went through. The T34 85M puts a shot towards Criticus in his IS2. Bounces some more shots. Loses, what was that, 4 hit points. It was an HE round from that T34-85, so he's lost a little bit of health, but nothing too concerning with the score on 13-8. He's done 3,667 damage. He's blocked 1445. There's a T71 DA out there in the last spotted out there in the field, pretty much a little bit south to where Criticus is aiming. The Extravaganza M42, I think it's a Extravaganza, STRV M42, Tier 5 Swedish medium tank. We're feeling a little bit nervous with the big IS2 on 6 kills coming towards him, and that's just going to leave the T71. Doesn't even worry about going through the gate, straight over the those dragon's teeth, and he's heading straight for the T71. Not sure if he's going to get there though. 6 kills, nearly 3,667 hit points of damage, 1445 damage blocked, a little bit of assisted damage. T71 DA, not sure if he's on the reload, but he's clearly hiding from Criticus, and Criticus say, well, nobody else wants to spot him, I'll do it. I've got plenty of health up my sleeve, hold my beer, I've got this. People are putting blind shots in, trying to get the kill before Criticus gets there, and Criticus certainly deserves this one. I don't think anyone else will have a shot on the T71. He bounces another shot, picks up his 7th kill. Unlucky not to get a Radley, in my opinion, in that replay. And that, my friends, is the last 4 games for Aces. Tier 7 Extravaganza. Criticus from 1AR in the IS2. Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, Steel Wall, High Caliber, Top Gun, 1 kill off a Radley. Hold my beer, I've got this. 3,907 damage, 7 kills, 1450 base experience. Second place was 1133 damage. Only 3 other tanks did more than 1,000. Criticus carried the hell out of this one. Fired 15 shots, 13 hit. They all did damage. You made nearly 40,000 credits with a premium account. 7 minutes. Nearly 1,600 damage blocked by armour. Excellent game, mate. That was a carry and a half. They're down by 4 or 5 tanks pretty early on, and Criticus just said, no worries, I got this. Hold my beer. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for all the replays. Apologies to people whose replays I can't do. I'm not doing as many videos this year just because of time, but I will do all I can. And unlike 2017, where I started with 2017 hoping to do a video every day, which I did, there's not going to be a video every day. It's going to be every 2 or 3 days in 2018. But a massive thanks to everyone for all your support and all your followers and all that kind of stuff, and the replays. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time.